here on MustangsTV.com with Coach Micah Rochester. Coach, a region semifinal win against Summertown. Back and forth game. It's basically a tale of two halves. And Summertown, you got to give them credit. They kind of did to us what we did to them in the district semis. We kind of come out, forced them to play our tempo, our game tonight. They came out from the get-go, kind of forced us to play maybe the game we didn't want to play. But the Mustangs come out, though, late second quarter, battle back, got it within 2, and then the third quarter just come out with a 30-17 quarter. Kind of never looked back after that.
And it was, I dreaded playing this game. I mean, Summertown's a good basketball team, and to have to try to beat a good basketball team 4 times, we were absolutely dreading it. And then when Summertown came out, and I think they hit their first 3 threes of the game, and we came out and missed some early shots, and we kind of got that deer in the headlight look, and got down, I think, by as much as 10, but our guys just battled and got it back to 2 at halftime, which I thought was a huge testament. And then once we were able to get it to 2, able to come back out in the third quarter and trap. That was always the thing last year. We're not really last year or this year been a great man-to-man defensive team, but I always felt like we could trap pretty much anybody anywhere. And if things weren't going well, we could always throw the trap in, and that's what these guys. I mean, the last 2 games, Richland tried to sit on it, and then tonight they tried to slow it down. And I don't know how many steals we started off with to start the third period, but it was at least 4 or 5. And so, I mean, the guys just played just a great second half.
One thing me and Lee talked about right there in the second half was how much better we rebounded on the defensive end in the second half. As Summertown got so many offensive rebounds. Granted, they didn't, make them count early, but the fact that we could just hold them to that one and done and go back in and set up the offense and really was more patient in the second half, kind of got the shots that we wanted to take rather than what Summertown gave to us, and really made it pay off late.
Man, I think you must have been at halftime, had a bug in our halftime locker room at halftime, and what we talked about. We really discussed our lack of effort on the rebounding board, on the boards. That's one of the things that since the Wayne County game where we got beat, I think we've done really well. It's rebounded and just attacked the basketball. In the first half, we just kept expecting the basketball to come to us, and Summertown just wanted it more than us. And then we, because of that, we were going down on offense and making one pass and shooting quick shots, and we weren't getting any type of motion or movement on the offensive end. And that just allowed Summertown to slow it down even more. So those are definitely 2 things that we stressed, especially the rebounding and the lack of effort on the rebounding end in the first half. We're huge. I mean, we are 6'10", 6'5", 6'6", but if you've got guys 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", they're really athletic and they're just grittier than you, then size don't always mean anything, and that showed in the first half, and then our guys matched Summertown's intensity, I think, the second half, and that was the difference in the game.
You bring up athleticism. That's going to set up a game Thursday night for the region final against Columbia Academy, who we defeated last year at Mount Pleasant. CA, they graduated a lot of players, but they still have a lot of great athletes, and Arms and Thompson, back this year. And what do you kind of set this up for Thursday night?
This is I'd always heard coaches talk about this region semis and the nerves that go into this game, and I'm just so fortunate to finally have gotten to experience it the last 3 years. And honestly, at this point, we just want to try to take a deep breath, hopefully get a couple hours of sleep, and then we'll start trying to get ready for CA. Yeah, team's very similar. I mean, they were a team last year that everybody expected to win their district, to win the region, and to make a state tournament run, and they did that. We were fortunate enough to beat them in the region, but they lost a lot of kids. But same thing could be said for us. We lost 5 seniors, but had some good leadership coming back, and it's kind of mirror images of the 2 teams. They got 1 senior in Thompson who's really good. Of course, we've got 2 with Alec and Adam, but it's kind of ironic how things have worked out. Playing them last year with a senior laden team, and now this year we're both young and they're able to get back to this position with our youth. And so, man, it'll be another great battle. Their coach does a great job, Coach DeJarnette. and their kids, I'm sure, have that last year's game in mind, and so they're going to want to come back out with a vengeance. And so I expect it to be another great basketball game.
Absolutely, should be another great game back here at Perry County High School Region Final Thursday night, 7 o'clock. It'll be the only game that night. We want everybody to come out, support these young men, help them come away with a victory so we can get to the barn for another sub-state game so we could pack that out. And, Coach, you got another word here?
Well, you read my mind. I don't know what you've done to me tonight. You're inside my head, man. You got my halftime speech, and that's exactly what I was going to say. I know it's a long drive over here, but if you guys would come over here and help us get that victory, then hopefully we can have another sub-state game Monday. That's exactly what you said, so I appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys do and all our fans out there, but we sure could use you here Thursday night.
Absolutely. Thursday night, 7 o'clock. If you can't make it out, we will have all the coverage on MustangsTV.com. Coach, we want to thank you for your time. Congratulations on the win tonight.
Hey, man, appreciate it.